today is Thursday, February 13th, and I just left the doctor's office getting my blood work done. They wanted a CBC and a BMP done. What I looked up on Google, the CBC is basically like a blood count, and a BMP is like everything else, like the glucose, everything else that deals with blood. So I got all that done. Right here, my little boo-boo. Almost immediately after, so I got a phone call from the place I went to in the video I was showing you guys. The lady called me because I remember her name. And we basically got it scheduled for Tuesday. It's next week, Tuesday, February 18th, and I'm gonna be getting a mammogram and a breast ultrasound. That is scheduled. They did tell me that my iron was low, which I already knew that, but they just told me at the doctor's office just to take some you know, supplements, some you know, things like that, iron pills. And she also told me my vitamin D was a little low. So yeah, I definitely need to work on my iron, because my iron has been low for years, you guys, like a long time. So I definitely need to get that up. I'm gonna try and get some pills. I'm headed to Walmart right now, so I'll try to look in there and see what I can find. But I just want to pop in and let you guys know I have my I just got my blood work done, and I got my mammogram scheduled. So I will pop back in on the day I get my mammogram and let y'all know like the results and all that jazz. So yeah, today's Tuesday, February 18th, and it is 7:40 a.m. I'm super duper sleepy, so I'm trying to make this really quick. So today is the day that I get my mammogram. I have 2 appointments. One is at 8 for the mammogram, and I have another one for like a breast ultrasound for that thing on the side of my boob that they want to check out. That my surgeon wants them to check out. That one's supposed to be at like 8:40 or whatever. So I'm getting that done, and when I come back, I will let you guys know, you know, what happens, because I've never had a mammogram. I didn't even know you don't have a mammogram until you're like 40 or so, whatever. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how this goes. You guys, so it's 9:22. I've been in there a whole hour and a half almost. I filmed a little bit in there, but when I first went in there, they took me to this little itty bitty room where I took my shirt and bra off and put on this little cover thingy to cover me up. And the lady took me to get my I'm gonna call it an x-ray. But it is a mammogram. The weirdest thing ever. So she lifted my boobie and put it on like a plate, and then it was another plate on top. Everything was see-through, and then it like squished my breast. It was almost like an x-ray, and then it like the thing like went around and stuff. So I was standing forward, and then my breast was put on the plate on both sides, and then she had me turn like kind of sideways, and I had to put just getting the breast from different angles or whatever. She told me about how many pictures she was gonna take, and then she ended up taking more, and she told me it was because she underestimated how big my breast was. Yeah, so that was about maybe 20 minutes or so, and then she put me back in that room. But anyway, that was the end of the mammogram. That was so weird. It was basically an x-ray. So I went back in the room, the little room where I, you know, had my stuff at, where I got undressed at. And another lady came to do my ultrasound. So she took me to this dark room. I mean, I've had kids before, so it was the same exact, you know, dimly lit room. I laid down on the bed. She took the, you know, that little jelly stuff they put on your belly when you're having an ultrasound, when you're pregnant and stuff. The little jelly stuff they put on there, and they put a little device on there and start moving it around. She did that with my boobs. It was so weird. It was literally a breast ultrasound. It was on this, like near my armpit, not like around the whole entire breast. It was just around the armpit part. She did my right side first, because that's where that little bulging part is, or whatever that my surgeon wanted to get checked out. So she actually did that first, and then she did, I guess she did like my entire breast, not the entire breast, but like it was still on that armpit side. She didn't like go like in, but she kept going around. She did the right side pretty quickly, way quicker than she did the left side. Like the left side is, I was literally about to fall asleep on that bed. I was cold, my nipples was getting hard. So she took a bunch of pictures from the ultrasound, and she told me that she was gonna have some guy, I don't know exactly what his job title is, but she was gonna have, both of them was gonna look at the pictures, and they both was gonna come back in and talk to me about it. But she ended up, just the lady that did my ultrasound came by herself and told me that they think it's my left breast. They think that, they're not sure what it is, but they think it's like it might be cystic or something. It's something in there. And apparently it's something really, really small, because I remember hearing her, because the whole time she did an ultrasound, especially on my left side, that took the longest, she was super duper quiet. Like, it was really quiet. And I heard her say, oh, where'd it go? I was like, what you mean, where'd it go? What are you talking about? I wanted to ask her, like, what are you talking about? Said, oh, there you are. Like, it was something really small. I did take a picture on my phone of the screen of the pictures of my ultrasound. Yeah, they said whatever it is, it might be something cystic. I'm not sure. But they wanted to do a 6-month follow-up appointment with me. And y'all know my surgery is in 3 months. Like, practically in 2 months. Like 2.5 months. Well, 2.5, 3 months from now. So I asked her, I was like, well, my surgery is in 2 to 3 months. I'm like, so she went back to ask the guy, and they was like, that's fine. They still want to see me in 6 months. I'm like, and I'm wondering now, I'm like, huh? I don't know. I'm like, my breast is going to be gone. Like, the cyst that y'all are seeing is going to be gone. But apparently, whatever they think it is not really a concern. Like, I can still go through the surgery. So once I got, after that happened, she told me to get dressed and I can go ahead and leave. I asked her about the lab order thing, like if they was going to send the results to my surgeon and all that. And she told me to speak to the ladies up front, which I did, but I'm not sure, because the lady I gave it to that day I came up here, she had to send it to this other lady named Jasmine. I remember her name was Jasmine. So Jasmine has my lab order, so I'm hoping, I'm probably gonna check in another week, sometime next week. I gotta go, y'all, because I can't just keep sitting here. I'm ready to go. I'm hungry and I'm sleepy. I mean, there's no concern. I can still have my surgery and everything. I mean, I guess it's up to my surgeon, but I mean, the guy in there, at like, you know, everything was cool. So I'll just keep y'all updated, but that is it for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching and following along my breast reduction journey. I'm super excited. May will be here before we know it. You guys, I can't wait. It's gonna be a new me. It's Thursday, March the 20th. I apologize for how I look right now. So anyways, 10 a.m. I'm on the way to the doctor. I have a doctor's appointment for getting a medical clearance that my surgeon requested. As y'all have seen in the past videos, I have low iron, so I'm anemic. Glucose levels is low, whatever, because I'm pre-diabetic. The last time it was checked was in December of last year, which was 3 months ago, and it was a 5.9. So that's what I'm going here to do today. I have my medical clearance form or whatever for them to fill, or whatever they have to do, like fax the results over or whatever. So I'm praying today goes well and I get great results, because I have been taking these iron pills. I probably showed you guys this. These are the iron pills I've been taking, and I'm proud of myself, y'all, because I'm not good at taking pills, and I've been taking them every single day ever since February 19th. It's going on a month. No, it's been a month. Yeah, yesterday was a month. So I'm really, really proud of myself. I can tell a difference, because I used to be really, really tired. So I'm just hoping for the best today, you guys. when they requested this medical clearance, I got like really discouraged. I was like really starting to feel like I'm not gonna get this breast reduction. Like, it seems like they keep wanting something done. I'm just anemic, and I have a high glucose level. Hemoglobin, A1C is high because I'm pre-diabetic. Those are only 2 reasons that I feel like it's keeping me from having this surgery. I actually looked up. I was like, can you get this reduction with, or have this surgery with diabetes? And I've seen some women with diabetes have it if it's controlled. This one chick had a hemoglobin, or an A1C of 5.8. Mine's 5.9. And she was anemic as well. And this was in the Facebook group I follow of breast reductions and stuff. And this lady, like, she had a A1C of 5.8 and was anemic like me, basically in the same situation as me. And she said that she, you know, she had her surgery and everything. So that brought up my spirits, you know. But whatever's in God's will is all I can say. Like, if it was meant to be, it was going to be. Let's go, y'all. Enough of rambling. Let's just go. I gotta be there at 10:45. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm like maybe 15 minutes from it, but hopefully they go ahead and see me. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, I left my daggone windows down last night, and pollen is everywhere. Oh my goodness, y'all. I had to really clean my car. This is not cool. I accidentally left my windows down. It was so hot yesterday, and I just left them down and forgot to roll them up, and now I have pollen everywhere. It is 12:33. I just left my appointment about 10 minutes ago and went down the street to his Burger King. I had to get me something to eat, y'all. I'm hungry. Yeah, my appointment, well, it was at 10:45. I left almost 2 hours later. When I first got there, I got there early. I got there like 10:25. So they finally called me to the back at like 11:15. So I was sitting there for almost an hour before they even called me. Went to the back, and this lady was just asking me, basically confirming what I was there for, the medical clearance. And then she asked me some questions like, I had to rate them from 0 to 4 or something like that. I just had to answer a bunch of questions about like how I'm feeling, if I feel depressed, random questions about like my mental or whatever. She checked my blood pressure, my temperature, you know, took my vitals, and then sent me. Where did I go after that? Oh, I went to go get blood. That's when I went to the room, or went where this other lady, you know, took my blood and things like that. And after that, I had to go back out in the waiting room to wait for a room. I was in there for maybe, not even 10 minutes, maybe something like that. And they called me to the back, got in my room. This lady came in. This is another lady, third lady, asked me a series of questions. She asked me like what medications I was taking. I showed her the iron pill, and I'm taking the iron pills and birth control, so I showed her those. She asked me, you know, questions about my vision, like when was the last time I had my menstrual cycle. She asked me about that too, about my cycles. If y'all don't know, my cycles have been heavy. I think I told y'all I have fibroids. I found out I have fibroids, which is causing my periods to be heavy, which I think is causing me to be anemic. But I told her about all that. She ended up giving me she checked my breathing. She checked my ears. And she gave me an eye exam, or I guess it was an eye exam. She cut the lights off and then had like this light and like went across my eye, and I had to look at the light and did both sides or whatever. She left out, and then the actual doctor came in. It was a dude. He came in. He wasn't even in there long. He was just in there basically confirming everything that I, you know, had done. And he was saying that the results will be in on Monday, and then I'll fax them over. And he said if I had any questions or anything to call. But yeah, that was pretty much it, you guys. A 2-hour long appointment almost for something that really didn't even take not even 30 minutes. I have already texted my she's called this is what she's called, because I looked at her business card. It says patient care coordinator. That's what she's called. That's the lady I've been texting. Her name's Yoli. She's so freaking pretty. But anyway, me and her text back and forth. She wants me to text her whenever I have like appointments and stuff about this stuff, so she'll know when to expect the results and stuff. So I already told her I was currently, you know, at my appointment for medical clearance, and that the results will be on Monday and all that. So I didn't get a response yet, but I'm hoping everything is everything, because y'all, time is really flying by. But I will let y'all know what the results is, and yeah, pray for me, y'all.